Have you ever watched a horror film and thought,
I could survive that situation. I wouldn't have made that dumb decision. I have survival plans that I would like to post publicly for other people to see.
that's where this show comes in. I'm Ian David Mayo, and this is Pros vs. Goners.
Post your survival plans in the comment section below for a chance for it to be featured in next week's episode. And now, for a quick recap on last week's scenario. Wake up at the bottom of a deep circular pit. The last thing you can remember is helping a stranger lift a chair into the back of their van. A man with long hair and a white fluffy dog sits at the top of the pit, lowering a bucket with some lotion in it. What is your plan for escape and survival? The Terry Mayo said, when he is lowering the basket to get the lotion, I would grab the basket and throw the lotion at the dog to hurt it. Hopefully this will make the dog attack and jump in or throw him off balance enough so that I could pull him in by pulling on the rope. If I get the dog, I threaten to snap it until he lets me out. If he falls in, I kill him and his dog. Then I use the bucket like a grappling hook. Once I snag on something in the room, I try to climb out. Keep trying until I snag it good enough to support my weight. This plan has some flaws to it. The main issue is if you can really get the man to help you or even get him to fall. He could leave you for dead and get a new dog. It's entirely reliant on this crazy man's sense of emotion. If you cannot convince him, then I'm afraid you'd be stuck. The bucket is hanging from somewhere above and beyond the hole, and therefore you couldn't really use it as a grappling hook. You'd just be leaving yourself stranded. You're throwing the bucket out of the hole. Climbing the rope from where it's attached is a possibility, but the time it may take may prove difficult. It gives the crazy man a chance to cut the rope or shake you off of it as you climb it. I'd say you're a goner unless he falls in there with you or gets you out himself. Roberto Rodriguez said, I would talk about his dog and try to ask him if I could pet it. Once I do, I'll snatch it and hold it up for ransom until he lets me go. I'll use the lotion as a projectile once I'm out and throw everything in sight until I can escape. This plan is similar to this other comment I found, which I will also read and respond to. Naomi Chu said, eat the dog, then climb up the rope. Then I will eat the man who wanted to be a woman. Now, the issues with these plans is how you get your hands on the dog, and Roberto's comment relies on whether or not he would even consider letting you pet the dog, which I'm sure is unlikely. Main reason is how would he get the dog out safely from the deep hole? He would have to trust you, and seeing as he's already backstabbed that trust with you helping him lift a chair into his car, I'm sure he could infer that you would be using this as a chance to get out or make him vulnerable. Naomi's comment doesn't mention how she would get the dog at all to even eat it. You both are goners unless by some miracle this man trusts you with his animal. Mako Junkie said, I take a cue from Hannibal Lecter and psychoanalyze my kidnapper, coaxing conversations about why he's doing these terrible things to people. Then I manipulate the psychopath into accepting my proposal to work together for the most beautiful skin he could ever want, only to chuck him down the hole as soon as he lets me out to help him. I make him use the lotion until the bottle is empty and then slowly torture the dude to death with a water hose. Problem solved. I like this plan a lot because it's about using all you have within your most powerful asset to get out, that asset being your mind. Now, if you do have the skills to analyze and socialize to the point that you can manipulate the psychopath, then that would be an impressive feat. This man, we can assume, is also very intelligent to orchestrate the entire thing and get you to this place of vulnerability. Like all the other plans, it depends on a slim chance of things going your way, but the difference with this plan is that you can actually appeal to this man through several days of attempts. You have more opportunities trying to talk than with the chance of him being hit with lotion or getting him to let you pet his dog. I'd say you're a survival pro. This week's scenario is based on the movie Slither, released in 2006. A box office bomb but renowned cult classic, this film shares common themes with the B-movie called Night of the Creep, which was released in 1986. Both films featuring a main zombie theme but with elements of slashers and alien invasion. Slither itself shines as a spectacularly gory and funny film that celebrates its B-movie roots. The scenario goes like this. A meteorite crashes into the earth, hosting an egg, until a man encounters it and gets infected by a parasite. This parasite slowly takes over the man as he continues to live his day-to-day life, making him more interested in eating meat before morphing him more and more into a tentacled slug monster, who begins to infect a woman. This woman begins to bloat with alien slug babies that eventually explode out of her. The slugs spread amongst the neighborhood, infecting and turning the residents into zombie-like puppets. You're the leader of the neighborhood watch, who has been watching this debacle unfold with your partner just down the street. As the only two people that seem aware that this is happening, what is your plan for surviving and saving the residents of your beloved neighborhood?